Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and in today's video, I wanted to do a vlog on something that I was just made aware of that I didn't know, and just to relay that information on to to my viewers and subscribers, and maybe some of you knew this already, but according to a guy that I was speaking with, he went into a lot of detail as far as T-Mobile, and he was letting me know that out of the 69.4 million customers that T-Mobile has now as of Q3, about around 33 million of those are prepaid customers. That's more than half of their customer base being prepaid, which I didn't know. I've never actually really, dug into it and done big research on it. But he was letting me know, and that had me kind of shook because at the same time, any type of growth is good because it brings in revenue. And T-Mobile still posted what was it, 336 million profit in Q3 alone. But what he was saying is, if you look at the majority of their subscriber base, they're low profit and high churn. People are more likely to leave a prepaid than a postpaid. So he was telling me, T-Mobile always, brags about, we have a really low churn, 1.3. But if you look at their subscriber base and you really break it down, since T-Mobile's highest base is prepaid, if you go to that side, their churn is about 3.82%, which is very high. So he was saying, he kept, being adamant about it, that T-Mobile is playing with fire. This is a very thin line. If you look at Verizon, and that's essentially who T-Mobile is going after, their subscriber base is 107 million postpaid customers. That's crazy. Like, T-Mobile is doing, this and that and the third on the coverage. They're gaining, they're adding, but is their growth, being that it's prepaid and let's in the future, is that really sustainable? In my opinion, I think it could be sustainable if they maintain this type of growth going forward. If they slow down with the type of churn that they have on the prepaid side, it could get pretty ugly. Now, he says right now on the business side of it, they're nowhere near Verizon, which we all know. Verizon is king. They have the most, postpaid customers, this, that, and the third. So, what do you guys think? Did you know this? Have you done research on this? Let me know in the comment section down below. He says it's a very touchy and tricky topic, which I agree with him. Although T-Mobile has passed Sprint and they're almost at 70 million customers, most of their customer base is prepaid. So that's what they consider subprime customers. It's customers that don't have good enough credit to be with Verizon and AT&T, but they have, good enough credit to be with T-Mobile. So, in a way, T-Mobile is doing a good thing by taking those customers and saying, you know what, we'll take you. We'll take any kind of revenue, but it is a lower profit from those customers, and the churn tends to be higher. So, I just thought I want to put that out there, and I'm going to look into Sprint too. I think Sprint is in a similar predicament to where they have more prepaid than postpaid customers. Now, I know in the past, from what I've been reading, Sprint is actually trying to convert their prepaid customers into postpaid after a certain amount of payments on time. But in their last, I think, 2 quarters, they have been reporting a huge amount of losses on the prepaid side. So if their business also consists of more prepaid customers, then their churn is also very, very high on the prepaid side. So I'm going to do some additional research on that. Just wanted to put that out there, just in case you guys didn't know. Maybe you have stocks in T-Mobile or whatnot. But this is a very thin line that T-Mobile's playing with. So I wonder how they're going to fix it. I know they've been growing the past 14 quarters, but still their biggest base is prepaid. And they're still growing on the prepaid side. I think they posted 684,000 new prepaid customers. So, and I think in Q4 they will continue to grow on the prepaid side as well as on the postpaid side, but they have to figure out a way to get more of those high class customers, which I think essentially, like he was saying too in another post, that they will start charging more money to raise their profits, and they might start cracking down more on the credit side of it to where those customers might not be acceptable for their postpaid, but they have the option of going on their prepaid. See, right now they're taking pretty much anybody on the postpaid side as well that has a lower class credit. They just give them I think it's like a $200 deposit, to where with Verizon and AT&T, it's like, okay, you don't have good credit, we're gonna slam you with an $800-900 deposit. So right off the back, they already know, I'm not even gonna pay that much. But T-Mobile is lower, so I'm gonna go with them. So it's tricky, but T-Mobile has to make their money any way they can. So I think as long as they can sustain the growth and have the people coming to them, it's sustainable in the future. If they tend to slow down and report lower numbers, it could hurt them eventually. So definitely stay tuned. This is just a vlog. I have more of these coming, just to keep my subscribers, my new viewers up to date. So definitely shout out to my new subscribers. Shout out to my new viewers. I appreciate the support once again. Also, any feedback is welcome. As I said in my other videos, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below. Also, I'm gonna be making more videos this week and the next week, but I hope you guys have good holidays and a good Thanksgiving. And this is Tyrone with Tech Life. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.